Preface. Once, I stumbled upon a tale, a delicate thread of North African folklore, about a nameless, lonely little girl. She was beautiful and soft-spoken, fragile, yet resilient. She wandered Earth, searching for the pieces of herself that felt lost to the winds. As her loneliness grew, her body filled with sorrow. The little girl swelled and swelled, her tiny body expanding like a balloon. Her grief grew so thick that she could no longer find her voice. So, she drifted along Earth, weightless, yet heavy with despair. Now, the moon believed the warmth of her glow could bring comfort to this lost girl, but the girl's sorrow overshadowed the brightness radiating from the moon's nightly beams. The moon tried again and again, to no avail. And so the moon whispered to the stars, and the stars twinkled and shone with all their radiant might. Even still, the little girl did not pay attention. She continued to believe she was alone in her anguish. One night, the moon decided she would not rise at all. Instead, she traveled down to Earth in search of the girl. She found her in a barren desert. The moon scooped the girl up and flew her into the night sky. Bathed in the glow of the moon's embrace, the girl felt a sigh escape her throat. The moon gently rocked the girl in her arms. She had never felt such comfort, such peace, such warmth. "You cannot stay up here forever," the moon told the girl. "You belong on Earth, and I must stay in the sky for all the other people. But I will help you." The little girl sat up. She did not understand what she was being told. She just stared back, blankly. "Let your sadness flow," the moon repeated. "It is okay to let out your sorrow." Suddenly, an unfamiliar sensation overcame the girl. A stream of wetness poured from the corners of her eyes. She was unsure what was happening. The girl had never felt the tickle of a tear rolling down her cheek, the saltiness of a tear on her tongue. As the girl wept under the glow of the moon, she found her release. From that day on, the moon reminded the girl that no matter how much sorrow filled her, she was never truly alone. Ever since I was a little girl, I have been drawn to the moon and the folklore around her. The quiet of the night helps calm my racing thoughts, and the moon soothes me, down to my soul. I find so much beauty in her phases, an endless cycle of endings and beginnings, rebirths, cleanses, second chances. As a child, I remember being told that my dreams were written in the stars, and the power of the moon could make them come true. The earliest dream I can recall is me standing on a stage, the heat of a spotlight tingling my skin with excitement. There's a band behind me and a vast sea of faces looking up at me. Everyone is waiting for me to lift the microphone to my lips. Sometimes I'm in a flowing gown, sometimes I'm in a simple t-shirt and jeans. But I was always on stage, performing. At one point in my life, that dream was all I was living for. Sometimes my memories feel like a dream. Lived experiences enmesh with the fragments of my mind's creation. It has felt as if parts of myself are scattered across time, across selves, each holding different pieces of the same story. But the pieces never quite align. It only makes me question myself and my mind even more than I already have. That's why I believe memory can be a trap. It pulls at the edges of who we think we are and who we might yet become. My life has felt a bit like folklore, stitched together and passed along by others. One would think that after 30 years in the public eye, I'd have found a way to inoculate myself from the opinions of others. But longing to be liked has made that difficult. The hardest lesson of this book was learning how much that need for acceptance influenced my own happiness.